Yo, what's up, man? Big Trap in the building. Yo, so Art of Dialogue did this interview with Suge Knight, and I just wanna react to it and talk about some things in between of what they saying. So let's go, man. Let's get it.
So, Suge, when Tupac got shot in Vegas, right? Y'all was in New York prior to y'all going to Vegas. If you can you give me the backstory where Tupac and Nas had that run-in and how Snoop got on the radio and made some comments that got Tupac mad?
All right, look. We go to New York. It's the MTV Awards. And, I believe in doing everything big. At that point, once Tupac became to be a part of Death Row, the name was changed from Death Row to Untouchable Death Row, if you guys remember. So I ordered the plane. We go to New York. We go to the awards. We went to the awards. We having a good time. There's a lot of tension there. Pac feeling a certain kind of way because, he felt that.
I'm really gonna skip because I really want to get to where Tupac was mad at Snoop because Snoop got on the radio. And Suge said this before that Tupac punched Snoop in the stomach, and Snoop ran. I remember hearing Suge saying that before.
That the people in New York crossed him. Some of the people the Fugees. Anybody that knows Pac is on go status. That's all. Pac is going to be either or. Either you're going to go, get it in, or you're going to be a gentleman and be respectful. For his business. Steve starts with talking about calling the police and calling people and breaking it down.
He's talking about the Nas situation right here, y'all.
So the only person really got Nas didn't push up on Pac.
Nobody said whatever.
Nah, just swing on Pac.
Who said Nas swung on Pac? Nobody ever said that.
They had a man-to-man conversation. Okay. Snoop was not there. Thing we know is go. And we all love Pac. There's too many homies there that anything Snoop might as well be switching.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm not even going to go there and get on Snoop's situation because everybody know how tight him and Puff he is. Everybody know he's going to lie and say what he's going to say. But nothing happened. And like I said, Pac up there had an understanding of what he's going to have it. Now, fast forward, we back at the hotel.
Okay, here you go.
And, everybody got their rooms, and I would have a special room that only person who knew that room number is Pac. So I'm in there, and I got my company, a few of those, women in there. And I just banging at the door.
Imagine that.
Throw my boxers on, open the door up. Pac just runs in my room. I'm like, man, what's up? He like, you got a radio? He all pumped up. He cut the radio on, and we listened to Snoop on the radio. Snoop is, saying that's Pac on the bush. He'll do a song with Biggie. He'll do a song with Puffy. He'll do all these songs. So Pac was so mad because Pac loved those dudes. He always would ride for them. And he brought it up. He said, man, I just came to fuck with you. But I put everybody on Death Row. I put everybody on my album. And made sure they was on my album. And Snoop was doing a video in New York called New York, New York. And one of the bad boy dudes was on the radio station talking about they dissing, let's get them.
Biggie did that. Biggie said that. Wasn't none of the bad boy dudes. It was Biggie that went on the radio and said they dissing New York and somebody shot up Snoop Dogg trailer. Because Biggie went on radio talking about Tupac and the Dog Pound this in New York. Y'all just gonna let that happen? You know what I'm saying?
So they went over there and they trailer got shot up. When the trailer got shot up, they called the studio. Me and Pac was in the studio. We got them on speaker. And they saying they trailer got shot up. We sent some homies out there who was already out there to make sure they was good. When we hung up the phone, Pac started asking everybody in the room, it's engineers, it's producers, it's, runners.
It's crazy.
Pac went around the room. Where you from? Somebody said, okay, I'm from England. Are you good? Where you from? And each person that said they was from the East Coast, Pac fired this stuff. He fired on them. They just tried to kill the homies. Smack. He go to the next person. Where you from? They were from the East Coast. He fired them. They just tried to kill the homies. So Pac run that up.
Now Pac was wrong as hell. Why he ain't smack himself?
He said when they tried to, when Biggie and them tried to shot their trailer up.
That's crazy.
He was,
bro, you from the East Coast, Pac. Why you ain't smack yourself? Going around smacking people because they from the East. Get the man.
Like, man.
I love Pac, man, but Pac, I didn't agree with what Pac did sometimes, bro. Like,
you see me beat everybody up from the East Coast in the studio. He said, I get on the front line for them. For this fool to go up there and get on the radio and say, me, and he rhyme with them, it's on. So I'm thinking, like, Pac on one, let's just, get ready to fly back to the house, right?
see, Suge was protecting Snoop. Suge was like, nobody lay hands on Snoop. Suge wasn't going to let that go down. He was going to let them fight one-on-one.
Every night before I completely turn in, I had a rule. I always had to call my mother, and my mother know I made it. And I would hit Pac, and I would hit Snoop. You good? Yep. You good? Yep. That's it. That means everybody's straight. Now, either I'm going to sleep or I'm having fun. Right? So both of these artists was more than just artists to me. They was family to me. So when we got, downstairs, Pac took off on Snoop.
Yeah, punched him in the stomach.
Pac ran up on him, did what he did. Snoop ran this way, Pac running behind me.
That's crazy. Imagine that, y'all.
I stopped it. We ain't finna be doing all this in New York, making us all look like we some idiots. I said, we'll have this conversation when we get to the house. We used to call the studio the Red Room. So whatever problem it is, we go in the studio and anybody fight, they fight. Once people walk out there,
You heard it? They was going to go in the Red Room and have a one-on-one fight. Snoop and Pac. When they got back to L.A. Well, that's what Pac wanted to do. I don't know if Snoop wanted that.
that door is over. So I told both of them that. I told Snoop, come get in the car. We got to go to the airport. Not the airport, but, we had a private plane, still an airport. Snoop refused to ride with Pac. Pac is crazy. Snoop rode in the van with the luggage, because we had a van to carry all the luggage, and everybody else was in limos. When we got to the private plane, I tell Pac, save the place for all this. Let's just get to the house and y'all have that conversation later. But Snoop never got on the plane and grabbed no fork and no knife and came by Pac and banged on him and all that type of stuff. Never happened. Pac can call every person out pretty much on death row. Not none of the homies, and definitely not me, for his artists. And they all know they turned it down. And Pac done fired on a couple of them. And they know they turned it down. But
So y'all hear him, he said Snoop Dogg lying about, talking about he had a knife and a fork and went and slept up under the blanket when he got on the plane. Suge said he lying. Suge said he didn't get on the plane. Nah, who telling the truth?
Even though Snoop on this journey full of lies, I'm not here to drag him in the mud. Seems like he already in the mud. But Snoop wasn't trying to run his clock at all. And he definitely didn't gangbang on him.
Look at the height difference between Pac and Snoop. And Snoop scared?
At all. And for as us going to Vegas to the fight, nobody in our circle or death row doesn't go to the fight and everybody go to Club 662 after the fight. Everybody. So we were surprised when Snoop didn't show up because they got ringside ticket paid for. We were surprised they wasn't at the club. But later on, we all learned why Snoop did not show up. The crazy thing about all that, it took a cold person, a cold group of people to connect those dots.
Now Suge trying to imply Snoop had something to do with Pac's death, man. You read between the lines, man, Suge a mess. Suge is a mess, man. I don't believe Diddy had anything to do with Pac's death. I think Pac had to do with his own death. I think Pac set his own self up by doing what he did when he did. Like Suge said, Pac was on one. Pac knew he was going to die early. Pac predicted he was going to die. And Pac lived a crazy, reckless life. You know, just be real, just keeping it 100. None of y'all would do that. That's why y'all still alive now. Most of y'all. None of y'all would do what Pac did. At 25, you know. Anyway, Pac wilded out on the gangster and got killed. And this happens all the time in the street. All the time. This happens all the time. You beat up somebody in the street, they want to come back and shoot you. Come on, bro. That's common. That's common. We all grew up. We all got stories of somebody that got beat up and they came back and shot somebody. Come on, man. A lot of us got stories like that. This ain't hard. This not no conspiracy or nothing. That ain't no big conspiracy, you know. But it's interesting now. Suge want to say Snoop had something to do with Pac. He wanna hint that Snoop connect the dots. That Snoop was collabing with Diddy and had something to do with Pac getting shot. That's why he ain't show up at the fight. The reason Snoop didn't show up was because he was having beef with Pac. Snoop was wrong, was hella wrong to say what he said on that radio or go to New York, did what he did, said what he said on the radio station about how he friends with Diddy and Biggie and all that, and how, you know, what he should have been talking about is how Diddy called the radio station and almost got their trailer shot up. That's what Snoop should have been talking about. So Snoop, he a L man for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why Pac was mad. Because if you notice on All Eyes on Me, Pac didn't really diss Biggie. He only dissed Biggie when they trailer got shot up. That's when Pac started going off on Biggie. When the Dog Pound went to New York and they trailer got shot up because of Biggie. You know what I'm saying? That's when he went off on Biggie. That's when he hit him up. You know what I'm saying? And then Snoop was just fake a buster of a friend, man. He was a buster of a friend. That's why people killing him on the internet today. He getting murked on the internet today. That's he quiet. A lot of people saying he lying. He ain't sticking up for himself. He really needs to come speak up for himself right now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Shout out to Art. Shout out to Suge talking about this. And this is Big Trap. We out.